Hi, my name is Caitlin, and today we are going to go over entering in patient prepayments. There's a couple ways you can do this. The first way to do this is to create an ad hoc charge on the invoice and receive payment on that charge. So I'm going to start this by expanding my account pod. I'm going to create a patient invoice. Once my invoice is created, I'm going to select the three dots or ellipse, and I'm going to select Add Ad Hoc. I'm going to select my post date, which is today. I'm going to just ignore code, and I'm going to put in a description. I want to leave my quantity as 1 and my unit price as 0. You must select the unit price field and then select tab or just click out of the box in order to save. I'm now going to authorize my invoice and receive payment. So let's say there's a $40 copay. I'm going to select my items column on the invoice I created. I can select anywhere on the payment field to start entering in my payment amount. I do not need to select the pencil. That is just saying that this is an editable field. I'm going to ignore this top part and I'm going to press save. You can now see that the balance of my invoice is a negative $40. That is what we want to see. And I'm going to apply my payment. Now I have a negative $40 balance on my invoice, and I'm going to grant credit. By granting credit, I am allowing that money to be applied later on to the patient's actual invoice. So if that's for a service or product. I'm going to select the three dots or ellipse. I'm going to choose grant credit. I'm going to choose my option credit patient and type in my amount and press save. The invoice becomes paid. The balance becomes 0, and if I go to my patient's account, they have a $40 credit that I can then apply to their actual invoice later on. We have another video that goes over applying a patient credit to an invoice. The other way to do a patient prepayment is to create actual products or services that we would manually add to the invoice. So I'm going to show you two that I created. One is under products. I put it under the category miscellaneous, and I named it product prepayment. You can have as many of these as you want. So you could have one for glasses prepayment, one for contacts. You could just have a basic one like I have here. And then I also have one in services. This was added to other services. And again, I just did a general copay or deductible one, but you could have one just for copay prepayment, one for just deductible prepayment. I'm gonna show you now how to add one of these in. So you're going to select the plus button in the top right-hand corner. In this case, we're adding in a service, so we're going to select other services. I'm simply going to fill in my name, the fee is going to be $0, and that is something I want to stress, is that for all of these, the fee has to be $0. I'm going to go ahead and press add, and now it's added to my services. So I'm going to create an invoice again. And this time I'm going to use the green add button. I'm going to go to other services. I'm going to choose deductible prepayment. I got a success message in the top right telling me that that item was added to the invoice. Once I close, I'll see that item. I'm going to go ahead and authorize my invoice, receive payment. So let's say they paid $150 for their deductible. Apply payment. I'm going to select my three dots again, grant credit. credit to patient, save, and now again, that money is available to apply to an invoice. You can use either method. It just depends on how frequently you're taking prepayments. If your office is taking prepayments all the time, it might be easier for you to add in a service or product so that you don't have to manually type it out. The other benefit of having a pre-made product or service for your prepayment is that in your sales report, all those prepayments will show up under one item versus if you're going to use the ad hoc, they're going to be all listed as separate services. If you have any additional questions, you can contact Revolution EHR customer support by email, phone, or live chat. We also have additional information in our knowledge base. You can access that by selecting the question mark and going to knowledge base. Have a wonderful day.